Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, RWBY McNeil, and Yuri, what the hell are you eating? Did you bring enough to share with the class?
Shit! I forgot to turn on PTT. Hold on, no. I'm not cringe.
Did you bring enough for the class, Yuri? You don't get to run from this.
This is almost as bad as the time I was coming into the mic.
Yo, those Lay's barbecues.
Oh.
So what I'm learning today is that Sirena in this fic has 25% the surface area for toe injecting her drugs. You guys on stream don't understand what we're talking about there. There was a whole conversation before we went live.
Oh my
Yep.
God, now I have to think about that.
If you want context, join the Kanye Discord for $1 and tip on Celtic Phoenix's Patreon.
Yeah, you too can add one more toe to Sirena's body. By donating $1 or more to the Celtic Phoenix Production Patreon.
Join the toe tier.
Toe tier!
Yeah, how
Yeah, no, I have the torch tier. I'm renaming it the torch tier with a TOE at the start of it.
All right.
Hell of a start.
Oh, we got
yeah.
Stap. We got Stap Studios playing up this chapter. Welcome to one of the best chapters of this horrendous fic.
Oh
Now,
boy.
here's the question, and don't actually answer this as rhetorical. We'll find out on our own. But that could go one of either two ways. Either one, it is significantly better in terms of quality, which means it'll probably be more boring. Or the other direction, it's genuinely one of the worst, and it's hilarious for it. I really hope it's the latter. I'm really hoping it's the latter.
Yes, because I too love watching trash fires.
But yes, let's get everyone kind of caught up. Welcome to Bad Fanfiction Night. I'm your host, RWBY McNeil. Before I was so rudely interrupted by someone eating chips that he should be sharing with the crew. Joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian,
Hello.
who I'm going to request find a good. Actually, I need to find a good halfway point. This time, I will check to make sure. I promise.
Are you sure? The message might come to your DMs.
It will. I have my phone much closer this time. I prepared.
All right.
I prepared. But yes.
Actually, I thought you promised that this was going to be mine.
Oh, I mean, if you want to take it all, I'm willing to cede that. I guess then, while I'm doing the intros here, maybe find a good mid place to stop and just let me know where that is.
It's fine. I think that I can find a good place to switch over, but I will take the majority of it.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Yes. Also, hello, Billy Donuts. But yes, today we're continuing RWBY Project Alpha, a fan fiction that has been no shortage of entertainment, where we've learned that there is, an alternative society to humanity, that lives under the water, basically like Atlanteans, but not. They're like,
Yeah.
I don't know, unevolved humans, I guess. They all have the silver eyes. They didn't know how to fight Grimm except for their silver eyes for the longest time. They didn't know about dust, so they had to invent. One of them went to the surface, brought back dust crystals, invented goo. Yes, it's called goo. By planting dust crystals at the bottom of seaweed beds. Like, this is shit that actually happened in this fic, for the record. And, like, we spent the majority of the first chapter establishing all of this instead of focusing on our main characters. By the way, the main OC there actually, like, built a lake under Kuro Yuri and used it to defeat Tyrion. That was just the first chapter. We were on the second chapter where not Batman, it's just for your curious. You did not bring enough to share with the class. I'm sorry, Yuri.
Detention. Focus.
Okay, so another question actually for that. How do you think Ren feels about, hey, here's your childhood home that was beset by monsters. It's a lake now.
Honestly, I would be pretty relieved. Be like, oh, all these traumatic memories kind of washed away in the lake. I actually don't think that would be too bad.
Not too bad, but still funny.
But I mean, at the same time, that's Ren's ancestral home that just got absolutely vandalized. So odds are 50-50 if he's sleeping good or absolutely irate.
Technically, it's technically.
But the
It's not
yeah,
home, but
so
it's not important.
then basically in the second chapter, Weiss ended up meeting like super not Batman. He was a bat faunus. It's apparently the most badass guy alive and can just
Not
kill,
vengeance.
and no one bothers to try to stop him. Like, Ironwood literally said to the jock, this man could kill you and no one would be able to stop him. And it's like, Ironwood, that should be fucking terrifying. That's like an existential level threat if literally no one could stop this guy. It was one of the bizarre things. And then he basically trains Weiss through her dreams, which ends up accidentally pulling in Whitley somehow.
Please nerf Batman in the next.
Yeah. Whitley has also been trained, and now he's going to give up his entire life as in the financial district to become a huntsman, a stealth huntsman. Like, you know, one of the most dangerous kinds of work possible, which is fucking wet work. It is such a bizarre, goddamned plot. And we've literally been just going through introducing one OC who is apparently associated with one of the main girls, and just, you know, well, RWBY didn't get trained, but Weiss got super trained to the point that she can now just mow down armies. Yeah, that just happened, by the way. She mowed down an army. Oh, you're also wondering about the bird thing? That was in the dream. She became a harpy.
Bird.
Yeah.
And then something Salem.
So we're not entirely sure if that's going to like impact anything long term. It might. I don't know what in that dream affected reality because, again, she gained the power to destroy an army of Grimm that the frickin' Atlas military was struggling against. It was... yeah, oh yeah, but his name was
By the way, speaking
Niob.
of reality,
Miob.
Niob. Which is very fun.
am I
to
coming
see.
through okay, by the way?
What?
Am I coming through all right? I'm using my phone's mic.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, thank you.
A few weeks later, Blake Ilya's son. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That's the line.
That will be like the rough halfway point of where I think that we're gonna go tonight. And if we get there early, then I'm gonna go a little bit past that, and then you can figure out where to switch out from there.
Okay. So wait, this is where I swap out with you, or is this where we presumably dead end?
That's I think the rough like quarter mark
Okay,
of the
perfect.
fifth.
Yes, that's exactly okay. I was a little confused in your phrase, but yeah, now I got it. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Let us dive right into this because, oh god, we already know this frickin' fic goes on.
Yeah.
Author note. In this chapter, I'll explore the basis of how most abilities in this fic work, including Sirena's apparent water walking. Immediate
Lovely.
fear. Immediate. Oh god, get ready for exposition.
Make it chakra.
dumps.
Make it chakra. Make it chakra.
Believe it.
We missed the bus. We missed the bus on explanation. You're supposed to explain it like when she first shows up.
No, actually,
Yep.
you're not supposed to necessarily.
You are
but
supposed to explain it when D show up.
Okay.
Don't even try. We all know where that's going, Alpha. At least you gotta laugh out of Fat Man. All right.
Okay.
Blake and Son were chasing the White Fang spy across the rooftops.
Raymond.
What?
It's my turn first.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was starting again. Like I thought you were gonna give yourself.
Oh, see, no one's above the Twilight Banhammer.
Because you said no, and then like I was confused on if you meant you were just going to give me a shorter section and you're going to take over the bulk at the end. All right, I was confused. My apologies. You go.
Yeah, because we discussed this because you did the
I know,
entire
but we
time.
talked now, and I was like, wait, you want to take the bulk sum? You said no, and so I was kind of confused after that point when we talked about back and forth here. Now I am clear on it. My apologies. Please continue.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Blake and Sun were chasing the White Fang spy across the rooftops of Kuokawana. And as the woman jumped over a steam pipe, she used her whip to crack it, releasing steam in an attempt to shake off her pursuers.
Lightning, I hate
Blake
you.
and
Fucking hate you. This is Neob! He's got my back! I would advise not getting killed by him. His semblance traps the dreams of its victims.
But I'll be dead, sir. It doesn't matter.
Blake and Sun followed her through the steam, only to find her face to face with the snake faunus. He tore a white dress shirt under a dark gray tailcoat, brown fur-lined pants, boots, and vambraces, and thick brown leather gloves with steel studs and knuckles. Wait.
Boots with the fur?
I damaged
The
that,
fur.
Batman! I was about to say that!
I knew someone was going to say it, so I just got myself ready to say the fur.
Did we accidentally go into the Kuokawana red light district? Because, goddamn, he is.
Steel studs
silent.
on the knuckles. And featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
He had shoulder-long black hair tied into a ponytail with a snake scale pattern, light blue eyes, and a dark black snake tail with orange spots on it protruding from his waist.
Huh?
Okay, I like the image that's protruding from the front of his waist. He didn't specify.
Wait, hang on. How do you know
Oh
he's a
no,
snake
that's
then?
you
Is he arm
can't
and
show
legless?
that on TV.
This isn't TV. This is fanfic.
You still can't show it.
I mean,
Not-
actually,
not
you
in
can't,
this-
unless you have a picture.
It's rated T. No, you can't.
I can't believe you're a snake faunus. I'm not a snake faunus. What is that? Oh, that's just my penis.
You a snake faunus in your teeth? I've seen it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have really bad eczema. Sorry about the confusion.
Oh. So when everyone asks, you have to say, oh, don't worry, guys. That's not my tail.
Nah.
Behold, dog.
Present.
Or not even a paragraph in.
Oh my god.
Blake and Sun stopped to look at the man who focused on the spy. He punched the spy in the stomach, uppercut her, and used his tail to slam her into the ground before kicking her into the nearby wall, all within a second. Holy shit, my dude, she's already dead.
My
You already
bro,
got Ilya to the ground. Why the fuck do you need to like slam her
My-
against the wall?
my bro hit her with a Marvel vs. Capcom combo.
Huh, no kidding.
Air juggle, air juggle.
Blake and Sun looked at the spy as her mask crumbled. Ilya? Blake asked, recognizing her old friend. The snake faunus extended 2 claws from his left vambrace and got ready to punch Ilya with the steel blades. Blake rushed forward, grabbed her friend, and used her semblance to get both of them to safety. Both Blake and Sun got ready to fight the newcomer. Blake, I didn't come to fight you, the snake faunus said. My name is Argent Star, and I have come to protect you.
Argent Star.
Dumbass name.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You're a
Are they
reference
even
to.
trying to name these people? Actually,
No,
just
no,
find
you
the
know
color.
what he is. He's a snake faunus. His name is Argent Star. It's fucking Lucifer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Is Lucifer a color? No, I don't
he's
think
a
so.
snake.
Well,
Oh,
what's
it's
the color?
Argent is silver, but it's also
it's a s-
associated with hell.
You know what? I'll give him points on the name. At least the name is a color.
I would have never guessed that. So
No, he's actually
Kudos.
from Argentina.
I mean, if you know about Argentinian history going back to the 1940s, I wouldn't be
Hello.
surprised if Satan was from there, so.
ooh.
There were a couple of people that probably escaped down that way.
Ilya put her whip away and resumed a more peaceful posture. Ilya? Blake asked, confused as to why her friend didn't want to fight back. Blake, remember the stories? Ilya asked. What stories? Sun asked. Blake sighed. The White Fang's version of boogeyman stories, Blake answered. Back in the day, there were a lot of stories about what would happen if we left our group and went on solo missions. But Ilya, why do you bring those up now? Ilya looked over to Argent, and Blake was hit with a daunting realization. Why are you here? Blake asked. Like I said, to protect you, Argent answered. There are people out there who want to get rid of you and your team, and I decided that this can't happen. Well, actually a teammate of mine decided, but I'd rather not disagree with her on things when she gets like that, so here I am.
Who is going after them? Fucking Salem? The one person that Salem would be going after is RWBY. If at all. And I don't even know if RWBY's really even on her fucking radar. She's on Cinders, sure, but Salem? No. I don't think Salem gives a dip.
They outright dismiss RWBY's existence when she's first brought up in Volume 4 of, like, we've dealt with civil-eyed warriors before, so what's one more?
Yeah.
Then why are you here and not going after Adam? Ilya asked. Adam? Argent asked. You really think Adam is dangerous? He only has the power you give him. No.
What?
No! What? Fucking no! What? The man cut my friend's arm off, motherfucker! I didn't imagine that. I didn't give him the power. It wasn't like I handed him the fucking blade and told him to go hog wild. No! I was stabbed in the gut!
Hey, Lightning, a request. Have Yang
I'm busy right now.
Dang, man.
I'm busy right now.
I was gonna say, yeah, Yang.
This man just started cooking, alright?
Mine.
He ain't even need the order to come in.
He's too busy adding extra toes to Sirena. We're getting... Oh my god! The Patreon's overflowing! Lightning! So many toes!
I'm too busy right now. Get out of my kitchen.
I was gonna bet. I was the only joke I had was something stupid, so I'll move on.
No, I'm talking about Cinder and her allies. After all, she managed to force Adam to work for her. I don't know why, but they're after RWBY now, and they never do anything halfway. We'll meet again tomorrow at Blake's house at 6 a.m. Be there. With that, he turned into fog and disappeared.
Use me one.
Motherfucker! Gaseous form is a 7th level spell! Bullshit!
Well, he could be a sorcerer. Come on.
Proof of God.
What sorcerer takes gaseous form? You've only got so many spell slots. You're not gonna waste it on that.
I hate this.
He's right, though.
Ilya met with Fennec and Corsic Albane, who were more displeased with her failing to gather information on Blake and Son. We hope you understand what consequences your actions could have, Fennec said, and his right fox ear twitched angrily.
No,
I'm
it was
sorry.
his right human ear that did it. Lightning,
Imagine
is that what Lightning was cooking?
Oh my god.
Oh shit, I minimized things. I was holding something too long. 1 minute. Oh,
Congratulations.
How dare you make a perfect representation? How dare you, sir?
I had to move my I had to move this chat out of the way, so like I held the bar too long and just minimized everything. Such a feature.
Oh my god.
Okay, is this actually lore accurate to what has been described?
To be fair,
Yes.
no. Well, I was gonna say they never described it was back or front waist. They just said there was a snake tail coming out of his waist. So we had to presume.
Yep. I'm sorry, Ilya said. We'll meet with someone tomorrow and get more information on them. Good, Corsic said. Tell them we want you out of the picture permanently. That should get you their trust.
What?
The next morning, Ilya walked up to Blake's house and knocked on the door. Blake came to open the door and let Ilya come inside. Sun and Argent were already inside, with Sun sitting on the couch and Argent having his tail curled up and sitting on it. So he's an elephant.
Oh no! Oh no! What's happening in there?
I know. I just this is an offhand comment just spiraled to like these images in my head now.
I love it so much.
Like even if his tail wasn't properly affixed on his back, like why would you sit on your tail? That just sounds like not fun. You're not like even the kitty cats that sit on their tails, they do it in the front and it's very light and fluffy. They don't sit on their fucking asses where all their weight is.
Jesus Christ.
No, Celtic. Clearly he's into CBT.
Oh,
Stop.
you
Stop.
minus 1,000 points.
We're getting demonetized.
Why would you bring up cognitive behavioral therapy at a time like this?
I was gonna say
course.
CTT more than anything.
Okay.
Oh my god, this
Looks-
chapter.
Looks like I'm the last one, Ilya said, nervously rubbing her neck. Sorry about that. Her skin turned darker as she sat down in some distance to sun. She sat down in some distance to sun.
What?
What?
What do you
Well,
mean
to
by
be
that?
fair, you always are in some distance proximal to someone, so I guess that's not wrong.
30
To the
yards.
maximum distance.
What is this? The chances of a sun hitting you is not large but never zero?
It's fine, Blake said, sat down between Sun and Ilya and asked, Now, Argent, who is after us that is more dangerous than Adam? Just about everyone is more dangerous than Adam, Argent answered.
Yeah, man just casually obliterated a fucking tank on legs. We're just going to ignore that.
Like, just because you say that he's not dangerous doesn't make it not true.
He
Like,
literally...
especially...
Okay, of the villains in RWBY, he is one of the most deadly. Like, quite frankly, he has resulted in more permanent injury than anyone other than, like, Cinder. And maybe Salem. Like, genuinely, I'm trying to think of another character that has done anything equivalent to the long-term damage that he has managed to accomplish.
Ruby? With Tyrion's tail?
Okay, I'm talking
His
villains.
tail
not
slash
character- Well, I
anus,
guess if you
by
want to
the
count
way.
RWBY as a villain after Volume 8. But...
Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing. I didn't know we were
Yeah,
talking
no,
about the
but
tail.
if we're taking this, like, super serial, I mean, I guess she still counts, but I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying. And, like, so,
I didn't know that we were specifying villains specifically.
Like which gang are we talking about? Are we talking about the title cast or the villains? Which gang of villains?
What's the difference?
what I think I look like sitting on my curled tail. What I actually look like.
I'm not
Where-
going to be able
where-
to see
where
this
is-
Dante now.
Well,
Oh my
we're not
God.
getting through this fic.
Oh
ever.
my
No,
god.
not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, no, I wanted that. I fucking hate how much these types of fics try to downplay Adam. Like, I get there's a lot of people that overplay Adam too. Like, there's a lot of give and take here, but you can't just dismiss the guy. He's not a
Well-
small threat.
Well, also, it kind of downplays Blake's worrying about Adam because she is terrified of him. And this guy is saying, why the fuck are you terrified of the man? He's no big threat. He's a threat to her.
Yeah.
It's
It's like,
okay.
I really hate when people don't value the fact that any fucking asshole with a knife on the street is a legitimate lethal threat. One stab and you're out. You're just gone. Days are over right there. It's like, you don't underestimate the nature of violence.
Mm-hmm.
Don't underestimate the rules of nature, some might say.
Like I said, he only has as much power as you give him. But once I'm done with you, he'll run from you like the others run from him.
Training arc, training arc, training arc.
Oh, fuck. Training Arc
Nah.
Part 2.
Meaning, Sun asked.
Retarded Boogaloo.
Shush your face.
Sorry.
Meaning that I'll train you, Argent answered. I originally came to train Blake, but since you and Ilya are here now as well, I figured I could at least make the offer. Oh my god, we're gonna get the exact same thing that Weiss got.
Oh no.
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 Thanks, but I already got a lot of training from the White Fang, Ilya said. I don't think that there is much more for me to learn. Argent gave her a serious look, and in the blink of an eye, she found herself beaten across the room and wrapped up in his tail, looking directly at Blake. Ilya uncontrollably turned green with red spots. Why the fuck are you just beating up Ilya?
I was gonna say, Stap Studios, like, Argent is one of the better characters on this damn team. Well, he's 3 of 4, and he is now openly assaulting one of our characters with no provocation.
Yeah.
To prove a point. Yeah, no, he's just as bad as the rest of them. He's an asshole.
Yeah. How about now? Argent asked, released Ilya, and resumed his original position. I can offer you a training method my family has been perfecting since the early days of the Great War. One of my ancestors who developed it took 3 enemy fortresses by himself with nothing but what nature had given him.
So this fucking snake fauna is just running into fucking forts buck-ass naked. Just karate. I imagine it's the fucking Austin Powers karate chop. That's the technique. He's just like, karate chop. It's like 5 guys in a row. Just karate chop. Karate.
The only reason it worked is because they were distracted by how buck-ass naked he was.
Exactly. Just get that fully erect snake tail going.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is starting to sound like ancient Chinese history.
Naked.
Yeah, I think I fought that guy in Black Myth Wukong.
How did you do that? Ilya asked, returned to her normal color, and got back to her seat. I am part menagerie giant boa, Argent answered.
Okay.
Okay,
Wait,
I need you to specify.
Huh?
Is that your faunus trait? Or was there a very unfortunate accent with a teleporting semblance? Like, I need to know the answer here.
The people
Or,
need to know.
You have very unfortunate parents. It is the most efficient ambush predator on land, second only to the Vacuo desert chameleon. The training method my family developed unlocks the faunus' full potential by honing their animal instincts. This is why I am such a capable fighter.
So
Ilya took
literally,
on a red
for
hue.
not any reason whatsoever belonging to your actual, like... Oh, sorry, I was gonna say, like, it's your biology that makes you good. Sorry, I misread. You continue.
You know our kind has a lot of issues because of humans treating us like animals, right? She asked. This kind of thing is not really helping our cause. And ruthlessly murdering everyone who looks like trouble is? Argent asked.
You said as you punted a
course.
fucking person across the room just to prove a fucking point?
Not
I'm
even
sorry,
not even just a
Argent.
person, a teenager too.
Yeah, a
I'm pretty sure.
teenager. You're. I'm sorry, Argent. You are not one to speak.
And this is the second time he's done that, too. Because remember, that's how he stopped her the first time, was just beating her.
Yeah, like snap beating her. It's fucking hell, man.
Let's see. I am accepting my animal instincts as a part of myself, while the White Fang acts like rabid animals, attacking anyone they don't like without considering an alternative. We're not humans, but by trying to act like them, we only dig our own graves, and fighting them gets us nowhere. What kind of a logic is that?
I have no idea.
What? Okay, what's different? How do you act
fighting
different
them
than
is also
humans?
bad. What?
Like, is it like you're just like, oh, I want the, you know what this is? This is a man that had a crush on a cat faunus, and he just wants to watch her clean herself in the streets. That's what this man wants.
Oh, be right
no,
back.
he's
Well,
that
we're-
kind
we're-
of down bad.
We're like humans, but sometimes, a couple of times a month, we peel our skins off of our no-no places.
I'm sorry, but
Oh, God.
Now I'm just imagining the supervised, like, Super Saiyan version of the, the like monks from the Mr. Bean movie that were like trained to not feel pain when they got kicked in the balls.
I would love
Okay,
to hear
Iron
his
Ball training.
ancestor being like, we trained him wrong as a joke.
Sorry about that. My mom FaceTimed me.
Oh.
But we can't sit around and do nothing, Ilya called out and turned bright red. I never said we should, Argent responded, remaining perfectly calm. But what the White Fang is doing doesn't help anyone except the ones who destroyed Beacon. About that, Blake said, trying to calm Ilya down, and asked, what's up with that anyway? Why did those people destroy Beacon?
I Am Bad at Games says, I just got here. Well, I'm glad you could join us, I Am Bad at Games. We have barely gotten into this chapter, and it's just been a fucking wild ride.
Yep. Because they want to divide us, Argent answered. When humans and Faunus work together, the Grimm stand no chance. Their queen knows this. Wait, the Grimm have a queen? Sun asked, and a gasp could be heard from another room, followed by the sound of crashing plates.
Bum, bum, bum. Callie turns into surprised hamster.
I'm fine, Blake's mom called over from the kitchen. Yes, and she is after Ruby, Argent answered. As you can imagine, her followers are powerful. Some are even human or Faunus. She is dangerous, but not invincible. She pits humans and Faunus against each other because she is afraid of what we'll do when we work together. But right now, my training will have to suffice. Let's say we agree, Blake said and asked. What do we get out of this training? You already are more agile than a human with your build and training would be, right? Argent asked. This training would increase it even more. You would also gain faster reflexes, a stronger awareness for aura and dangers, and gain multiple ways of manipulating your aura that would take a human decades to master. And me? Sun asked.
Yeah, fuck you.
Not much in terms of combat, Argent answered. But you would get better spatial awareness, much better control over your aura and semblance, and some other benefits. All right, I'm in, Blake said. Me too, Sun said. When do we start? Ilya asked, giving a confident smile. Whenever you are ready, Argent answered. I'll be waiting a little outside of Kuo Kawana. You'll be waiting for only a little bit, or you'll be waiting distance?
I think
a little
distance.
Bit?
Also, how can you be out? Like, okay. What do you mean outside of Kuo? I had to presume you're going into, like, the jungle or the desert or something, because Kuo Kawana is on the coast.
Yeah.
And we've never seen anything other than the coast for the boundary of Kuo Kawana. So
No, we're gonna meet with Serena. He's gonna be standing on the water.
oh my god, you actually
Also-
might be fucking right.
So snipping back to earlier, Salem can't die, so technically she is invincible.
No,
You
you
got
don't
a card.
understand how cool these guys are.
Huh. He sent the coordinates to Blake's scroll, evaporated and disappeared through the cracks between the floorboards.
That's not
Why?
unnerving or anything. Because you can do the gaseous form thing where you can turn into a dust or whatever.
That's how I get.
Smoke.
I mean, that's how I leave most social situations.
You turn into a gaseous form and peace out.
Yeah, that or I slide through the floorboards. It depends on if we're on the second floor.
Intolerance.
You just forget one day you slept through. It's like I will return one day for my teeth, and you slip through the floorboards, and like as the person's just standing there, you just hear, oh, my knee, oh, I forgot it was on the second. Oh,
Fucking
I'll
awesome
sell it
power
back
joke.
for my teeth, and you just like walk out the door.
I genuinely thought you were in pain just there.
He's a good voice
Well,
actor.
I mean, we are reading this fanfic, so
No, I
Yep.
meant physical, no. I meant physical pain.
That's you.
I already
Shush.
know you're emotionally
Shush.
in pain.
Shush.
All right.
Argent effortlessly dashed through a pack of Beowulfs, shooting them with guns hidden in his rambraces. He extended the claws of his weapons and impaled an alpha Beowulf while wrapping his tail around the other one. Both Grimm died almost immediately.
pressing to destroy them. This tail joke is one of the best. Just
Oh
keeps
my
on
God,
going.
It is gonna live in our brains rent free.
And that is what my training can do for you, he said and activated his aura again. Are you just talking to yourself?
Probably.
Yeah, he said and activated his aura again. I just wish we could have found a bigger Grimm. I once took down a big Ursa while my aura was depleted. What do we learn first? Ilya asked, taking out her scroll to take notes. That was a bad sentence. First, some safety measures, Argent answered, and Sun groaned. Can't we skip the part where we become awesome? Sun asked. This training method has a lot of risks involved, Argent answered. If you're not careful, especially when you're hungry or exhausted, your instincts can take over, and then you can become a threat to everyone around you.
What?
But as long as you eat enough and get enough sleep, you'll be fine.
What the fuck?
What? No. What? No, you don't become. Oh, if you're starving and exhausted and tired, you're suddenly more of a threat. No, it means you're more volatile. That doesn't mean you're more of a threat. All right? I will take a hungry, exhausted foe over one that is freshly rested and fed.
Does this mean that Faunus, like, bestial instincts can be taken care of by a Snickers?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I agree.
100%.
Fucking Corsic and Fennec are just like, hey, Gira, here, have a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Ends the entire fight.
That's how Blake should have dealt with Adam. She should have just given him a Snickers.
He would have spat it out.
When
Like
the
a
eye can
monster
fix him
he
is
is.
literally a candy bar.
Hold up.
Are you sure? Blake asked. I don't want to hurt my friends. Yes, I'm sure, Argent answered. Now pay attention to your instincts. What do they tell you? Blake looked around. They were near an oasis in the deserts of Menagerie, with the town of Kuokuana just behind a hill in the distance. Sun ran up to a palm tree and quickly made his way to the top.
Okay. All right, first of all, it'd be hilarious if, like, now pay attention to your instincts. What do they tell you? And, 3 months later, they walk out of this training and Ilya and Blake are both pregnant. Oh,
Oh my.
But secondly, holy shit, you're taking it just as bad a direction here. It's like, oh, is this like fantasy blackface now? What the fuck?
What the fuck did I miss? I just got here.
Apparently Faunus can just, like, a monkey Faunus can just monkey Faunus, like, become a monkey, like, in seconds. Like, his instincts tell him to climb.
I think this fic broke him.
You actually managed to return to monkey? That's bad.
Totally accurate, Arch. Oh my god, Deterex.
God damn it. Oh, Jesus. And then Argent start 2025.
Sky Slasher says eucalyptus. Thank you, Sky Slash. You're in the chat! I always meant this, Sky Slash. I'm not saying no to the money, but I'm just, what? Why?
Because it's
Fucking
funny.
Wata, why?
Because it's funny.
Okay. Guys, I think we have a problem, he called down from his vantage point. What is it? Blake asked. Lions, Argent answered. But don't worry, I got this.
Who would win, the sun or 5 billion lions?
Just okay. All right, wait. Just like regular lions?
Not even
Maybe.
grim lions.
Oh my God, Raymond! It's the pack of lions. It's like the precursor to the pack of cougars.
the cougars and mountain lions. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Mycan, he was trying to warn us all.
I'm here to protect us from the Disney live action remakes.
Ah!
He walked up to a small hill, and a pride of lions appeared on top of it.
Instant
Or they just
transition
find
noise.
him.
You guys good?
No, I can't breathe.
Damn, somebody give these two a CPAP.
No, it's just Raymond. It's just Raymond. I'm laughing at him.
I'm sorry, I just love the idea. It's just like, oh yes, there's lions here. What? Where? They look up at a hill and they just like teleport.
I love how this is turning out to be just as fucking accurate as Mycan's mountain lions and cougars.
Oh. Since the Blake sat some unspecified distance from some part, I was thinking of something like this.
What's this going on?
I'm already dying. I don't need Cuck Blake on top of this. She's watching them unleash their inner instincts.
Every time you hear say inner instincts.
Ah,
Oh my God, don't die.
I'm trying not to. If you guys hear a fiery explosion, that's just me reanimating. You can't catch me, Gabe. Stab, you were not kidding. This chapter is amazing.
God.
Let's just file this chapter under like being arcanely funny.
I was gonna say we gotta file this under a fucking warning hazard. Your life may be in peril.
The leader had a black mane, indicating that it was fairly strong, and he and the others glared at Argent.
Is that how lions
Not
work?
how it works.
Lions' manes get darker the more fierce they are.
I didn't know how genetics works.
Also,
Yo, racism. Thank you, Kitty.
male lions don't do dick shit.
They're loud.
Why is he the leader?
Male lions are loud. That's their role in hunting. It's the female lions that do the clawing and biting and shit.
And he and the others glared at Argent. The snake faunus didn't budge or flinch, even as the lions came to take in his scent.
Yeah, they need
Why
to
would
take
you
it.
word it like that?
They need to arrest his scent. But they need to take it in for questioning.
They walk up to him and start sniffing his snake tail coming out from the front of his waist.
Oh,
I wasn't going to say it, Lightning, but,
Wait,
you know.
Damn it.
Wait, his snake tail's in the front?
he stood his ground, and the lions walked around him and ignored him and the other faunus. What? And the lions walked around him and ignored him and the other faunus.
They ignored them. That's all you had to say. The lions ignored
Okay.
them and walked around them.
They went to drink by the water hole, with one always keeping an eye out for danger.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a very anticlimactic end to that paragraph.
Ooh.
Well, no, the question that's going to be asked I find hilarious.
Yes. How did you do that? Blake
I stood
asked.
still. I stood still and literally just let the lions do their thing. Like, they weren't really going to threaten us. They're wild animals. They're not monsters. They're just lions. Just don't fucking bother them, and typically speaking, they'll just not bother you unless you're in their territory.
Or you're Idris Elba.
I can increase my aura's presence, Argent answered. That way others can sense if I'm stronger than them or not. Animals are most receptive to this, and can oftentimes sense a strong person's aura even without that person wanting to. Faunus are next, and then humans. The difference isn't that big, though, unless if you went through my training program. Really? Ilya asked. I didn't sense anything. That's because you suck.
Damn. Hold on.
The instinct! It's happening!
I just typed Conqueror's Hockey as a joke. What the hell?
That's because I didn't want you to, Argent answered. Wait, you can increase your aura at will? Sun asked. Not really, Argent answered. Just how easy it is for others to sense it. Can you let us sense your aura? Blake asked. Just so I know what it's like? I'd rather not, Argent answered. Why not? Blake asked.
Because your instincts will kick in. Ow, I actually gave myself a stitch. Ow. Ow, I wasn't even laughing that hard. What the hell? Was that a delayed reaction? Ow.
You were laughing pretty hard, bro.
But I mean, like that took like 5 minutes. What the hell? Ow.
For safety reasons, mostly, Argent answered. I've been told it's a very disturbing experience.
Oh my god! It's so easy to make jokes. Damn!
What's your real name, Argent? My real name is Marilyn Manson.
Oh my god.
I can do this. We have 2 paragraphs left.
You have 2 paragraphs left.
Yeah.
I have another quarter of this fucking chapter to go through, and I don't know if I'll make
Look,
it.
it's not a competition, Celtic, okay?
No, I'm just saying I might die.
All right. How do you want your casket, birch or mahogany?
Who gets the channel?
Flame retardant.
I've been told it's a very disturbing experience. Also, I can't choose who gets to sense my aura. If I do this here, the people in Kuakuana will be affected as well, as will the animals for sale there. For sale?
What?
Hold up.
Like, okay, like pets? Livestock? What? Just, okay. So apparently, only animals that have some form of price tag on them, like livestock and pets, will be affected. Wild animals, however, completely unharmed.
I guess so.
It's just aura. I mean, I don't see like. Wait, is it literally just an aura of uneasiness?
It's an aura of fear.
He's a
also
that's
Jesus
literally
Christ.
what it is. It's literally like the aura of uneasiness from Star Wars. Jesus Christ.
All right, Blake said. The group continued practicing until the evening, with the 3 faunas slowly getting in touch with their instincts, and then all 4 headed back to Blake's home. What?
I told you, and Blake and Ilya walk away pregnant. We all knew this was coming.
Oh my god, stop.
Get
I
one look at my aura pressure
I
wave.
don't want in my head.
Fanfic somehow did it. He turned Ilya into a not useless lesbian.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All right. Let's get into this. Jesus Christ.
Wait, why is she here?
What?
She's spying.
Yeah, she's spying. All right. A few weeks later, Blake, Ilya, and Son were chasing Argent through the forests of Menagerie, trying to capture him. Ilya tried grabbing Argent with her whip, but he evaporated and appeared somewhere else. Son tried jumping on him from above, but Argent kicked him away. Blake swung around a tree, but was too slow to tag the snake faunus. Ilya stopped on the tree. Are they trying to tag him or catch him? That's a different thing, not just tag. Ilya stopped on a tree and felt a vibration as if someone had just landed on it, but realized it was a different tree. Ilya stopped on a tree and felt a vibration as if someone had just landed on it, but realized it was a different tree.
What?
What?
The trees are teleporting.
She put her right hand on the branch under her and focused her aura in the trees. Like a raindrop landing in a puddle, she felt a vibration when Argent jumped off of a tree. She jumped off the branch and swung through the forest, periodically stopping to pinpoint Argent's location and estimate his path, trying to intercept him. Blake stopped at the bottom of a tree, trying to locate Argent through his sound. She put her blade away and began sneaking through the foliage of trees, stalking her prey like a real Black Panther in the trees. Son was half running through the treetops, effortlessly navigating the tricky tree terrain. He eventually caught up with Argent, but as he tried to tree jump on him, the snake faunus evaporated again, and Tree, Blake, Ilya, and Son all crashed into one another on a tree. Tree!
Was there a period in that entire diatribe?
Probably not.
Somewhere.
I really love those bits.
Maybe.
They're in the trees.
Well done, Argent said after reappearing in front of the three faunus. But we didn't catch you, Son said. You never had a chance, Argent explained. I could track you the entire time, and your fluctuating aura made it pretty obvious to me what you were planning. But you all made an important first step towards unlocking new ways to manipulate and use your aura. What else are we going to be able to do? Blake asked. You'll get better control over your aura and semblance, Argent answered, and gain some extrasensory abilities. One of the most common abilities is sensing negative emotions, but you'll also be able to tell when an area is dangerous. Also, you'll all get different abilities based on what animal you share a trait with. Okay. So I don't know if this was unintentional or not, but you are now drawing a direct parallel between the faunus and the fucking Grimm. Because faunus apparently have the ability to sense negative emotions now. Not cool, dude. That's not chill.
Good, apparently.
Not cool, dude.
I sacrificed my humanity, Jojo.
What about
Wait, this is the wrong show.
What about me? Son asked. What abilities do monkey faunus get? Greater agility and mobility, mostly, Argent answered, but also much greater control over your aura. Also a good sense of where the perfect campsite is. What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
What? The perfect campsite?
Ah, yes, I can see. I'll park my camper over there, and I'll we'll have the cookout grill over here. If we need a tent, we'll set it up over here for extra storage space. We can put the folding chairs with the huggies over here. It's just suddenly the exterior designer. Really? Son asked. I can find a good campsite? That's a bit underwhelming and totally fucking stupid. Not quite, Argent answered. With the training complete, you'll be able to find the perfect campsite no matter where you are. Stable, safe, dry, well protected, whatever you want, you'll find it. No? Fucking what?
Is it any less underwhelming?
I was gonna say, oh no, I'm stranded out at sea. I know there's a perfect campsite 300 miles to the south. I'm not making it there before I die of dehydration, but it's good to know, I guess.
This is just the starting ability that the Hawaiian guy gets in Civ 6.
Detorex, oh my god.
He comes in for the elbow.
No, this is the brother's elbow.
Oh,
God.
this is
Oh my God.
God damn. This is so goddamn stupid. Campsites. It's not useful unless they're going to get the ability to breathe underwater. In which case, yeah, okay, not a problem. I guess you can just find it in the middle of the desert somehow. That's not how finding a campsite fucking works. It takes a lot of effort to make one. Oh no, my campsite senses are going off. I guess we'll go. It's telling me that 5-star Marriott over there is a perfect place to camp out for the night. Fucking hell. And me, Ilya asked. In addition to the normal abilities that I have not actually qualified, Argent answered, you'll get a seismic sense, faster reflexes, and the ability to find perfect ambush spots. Again, very
That's not
context
a
sensitive, but
power.
the seismic sense is, I guess, nice. But
Finding things is not a power. Why are you saying it's like some kind of power?
Qualification. Finding very specific things is actually a very useful power, like scrying. Very cool power. Not what he's describing.
You haven't seen The Finder on Fox? That show that lasted one season in like 2009?
Oh. So what's in it for me? Blake asked. Quite simple, Argent answered. You'll be able to predict the weather, sense danger in an area, get faster reflexes, and track any target you want. Within reason, that is. What does that fucking mean?
Yes, cats.
You'll be able to do all
Well-known
these
for
things, except when you can't.
It's the DM's discretion.
God, this
Yeah.
this fucking guy. I did not think he was going to be an actual snake oil salesman.
Oh. Yes, you have to rub the tail up and down to get the oil out.
Didn't like that.
Oh no!
Didn't like that.
You know when you get a verbal response from Zero, you've got a banger of a joke. All right. But we better get back to training now. The four Faunas continued the train until the evening. Then Argent had Sun look for a good place to set up a camp for the night, and Blake contacted her parents to let them know that they'd spend the night in the wilderness for some training purposes. After everything else was done and they got ready to go to bed, Argent looked at a scroll, going through the various automated messages he had received from Sirena's scroll over the past 3 days.
Oh my god.
What? 3 years.
We need periods to breathe.
At least commas. Commas. Please. Like
Punctuation of any kind.
Breathing is for the weak.
Argent walked around in the harbor of Vale. Walked
Vale?
around in the harbor of... He's just... Okay. Looking for
He's
any
no
trace
clipping
of
through the
Serena.
floor.
Oh, it's a flashback again, guys.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
She had disappeared without a word.
Man.
Immediately after getting her huntress license, his seismic sense told her she had been at the harbor, but she had jumped into the ocean after leaving her things behind. The snake faunus found her satchel containing her scroll, wallet, and other personal items and informed the police. It was still morning, and while it was a warm day for the season, he still shivered a lot, due to his training making him more susceptible to low temperatures. The police came and got him to the station for questioning. Okay? All right.
Since when were the cops involved?
Also, wow, sucky training if it makes you more susceptible to cold. Ugh.
Yeah, why specifically is training and not just his faunus traits? Aren't snakes cold-blooded?
Yeah, you just be cold, man.
Yep.
Argent sat by a heater in the Vale Police's main station, with an IT expert trying to get past the security measures on Serena's scroll. A thorny devil faunus walked up to the snake faunus and sat down on a chair next to him, her tail placed to her right. Her
Like
tail
that's coming out of her hip.
Oh, God, no. Oh, that's unfortunate, woman. It's pointless, Argent said. My sister wrote that system and only Sirena can access that scroll now. It scans for the user's aura and won't let any signals through unless the person pressing the buttons has Sirena's aura. Hello, Argent. I'm Officer Crimson, the woman said and asked. Do you know where Sirena could RWB? Hello, Argent said and answered. She always talked about a deep-sea kingdom. I fear she may be headed back there. If she finds out it doesn't exist, it would be very bad.
Yeah.
So you just think that she just decided, I'm going to go after that mysterious kingdom I've talked about my entire life, and just jumped into the fucking ocean to die?
Yeah.
Call the week. It is exactly Call the week. Bringing that back.
I do not vibe with this school jumps into ocean.
You know, I understand.
It's great when you can repurpose the memes.
Yes.
So as he just sees the function in the cold, does he just die? Because reptiles can't regulate their own body temperatures. I don't know. The creators of this and the creator of RWBY, the creator of this and the creators of RWBY didn't think that far deeply. Not like they did with, like, say, Sue in My Hero Academia, who begins to hibernate.
I'm just really annoyed by the, like, we're animals. And it's like, oh, randomly, I'm just like a snake. And it's like, oh, my training made me susceptible to the cold. I'm like, they're only susceptible to the cold because they can't regulate their own body temperature. Did you just become snake for realsies? Like, your body is just snake now? It's not like a state of mind thing. Like, it's
through the power of workout routine, I have become more snake.
Rejects hunter, becomes snake.
Yeah.
So if he's susceptible to the cold and it's really cold, the weather is cold outside, do you think his tail shrivels up and shrinks?
Probably.
Fuck.
You don't have to think about that. You're gonna
just
think about that the
falls
next
off.
time you play Elden Ring too, man.
I know.
Adam Works gif. Oh. Where the hell was I? All right. Where was I? Okay. Do you know where Serena could be? Hello. Talked by. Won't she just come back here? Officer Crimson asked. Yes and no, Argent answered. 2 years ago in early summer, she found out that sirens weren't really real. They're apparently well liked in her kingdom due to sinking ships and therefore providing materials to her people. She's actually named after them for this very reason. They're seen as guardian deities by her people. When she found out they didn't exist, well, she went into the nearby forest, which is now known as Dead Woods. Which is now known as Dead Woods. Her semblance went out of control and killed everything she came into contact with, which wasn't hard because everything was already dead in Dead Woods. While Officer Crimson...
She lives in the ocean. How does she not know that sirens weren't actually real?
So wait, does this...
Before
You
she
understand,
walked into
Argent?
Dead Woods.
This mean her people celebrate the death of hundreds of the people that die on these shipwrecks that come down and rain snacks upon the fish people below.
Remember, folks, Call the week.
Real shit right there.
What?
I am. Oh God. The more we learn about this, I want this world wiped. The Brothers Grimm did not do enough.
I'm on Salem's side on this one. Where do
Yeah,
I get my
I'm with
where do I
Salem
get
on
my
this.
magic
Wipe it
crowbar?
all. While Officer Crimson was still processing the fact that a single person could wipe an entire forest off the map, she killed everything in the forest. She didn't wipe it off the forest. Is it still there? I don't know. I maybe. Whatever. Fucking, I don't care. Argent's scroll rang. He looked at it and saw it was a message from Serena's scroll. What's this? Officer Crimson asked. Serena prepared this message to be sent to me now, Argent answered. She wants you to go to the museum and keep an eye on the blonde human male with brown eyes. He read the message of the rest of the message, put his scroll away and evaporated. What? What is happening?
What is this guy's
Did the
problem
message
with...
literally just self-destruct?
No.
In 60 seconds?
Was it a message meant for Crimson or for Argent? Who was it meant for?
Yes. I'm just
The answer is
wondering.
yes.
I'm just wondering what this guy's problem is with doors.
He got hit in the face once, and then he said, "Nah, I don't fuck with doors."
Here it's last door.
Argent appeared in front of Junior's club and walked towards the door, but the bouncer blocked his way. Hey, you know your team's not allowed in here, the massive human said. I just have a few questions for your boss, Argent said. Sorry, can't let you in, the bouncer responded. Look, you can either let me in now or I make you, Argent said. But if I have to make you let me in, you'll be in a lot of pain. I'm not afraid of huntsmen, the bouncer said. You have to follow the rules. I am following the rules, Argent explained. One of my teammates is missing and she is a hazard to international security. If I can't find her, we're all in serious danger. This means that I can and will treat this mission as a renegade recapture mission. She is in my team and I am responsible for her actions. Therefore, according to Article 38 of the Vital Conventions, I am allowed to do whatever I think is necessary to protect the people from her. This includes ignoring some racist opinion on who can enter this establishment and beating up anyone who thinks he can stop me. Jesus Christ.
Argent, please. Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
No. See, if I was the bouncer, I would have punched the shit out of Argent by now.
Yeah, but you know how this ends, right? This bouncer's dead.
Probably.
I'll discuss this with the boss, the bouncer said. Not necessary, Argent said, and evaporated and reappeared behind the man. I'll talk to him. The bouncer grabbed Argent's left shoulder. Wait, he said in a serious voice. Nope. Argent responded equally firm, extended the claws on his right vambrace, and glared at the guy. The man froze up as Argent lowered how much he suppressed the presence of his aura, and the bouncer took his hand off the snake Vonnetz's shoulder. I fucking hate all these OCs. They've only gotten worse.
God help us when we meet the fourth one.
Lord help me, we ever make it there. Junior was sitting on a stool in his club, looking over the news and thinking which huntsman or huntress to try and recruit for his club, and the fog on the dance floor started to waft over him. Before he knew what was happening, Argent sat next to him. Hello, Junior, Argent said and asked. Have you seen Serena lately? Argent, what are you doing here? Junior asked. I told you guys to stay out of here. I asked the questions, Argent responded, and asked, where is Serena and why did she send me a message to go see you? Wait, Serena is missing? Junior asked and said, she was my best customer. Of course she fucking was. Jesus Christ. Are you sure this is the only reason you didn't ban her from the place? Argent asked. But no, it was his whole team that wasn't allowed in. You can't just go back on that. Fucking hell, get through one section without contradicting yourself, please.
No.
I mean, I kind of like this iteration better. It implies that Serena is a raging alcoholic.
No, we know she is. I'm pretty sure we saw her like drinking a whole bunch back in the first chapter.
Yeah.
Well, she's not a widely known assassin or outright terrifying, and she's not your sister either, Junior answered. You know how my sister is, Argent said and asked. Anyway, do you know where Sirena could be? Maybe she's back in her kingdom that everyone either may or may not know about, Junior answered. You don't really believe in that, do you? Argent asked. Over time, I've learned not to question what people say, Junior answered. Now get out. Fine, the Argent said and evaporate. I keep wanting to say agent. Fucking, and stop being a drama queen, dude. Walk. You have legs.
Actually,
I do what I want.
Actually, I'm going to comment on that, actually. Why does he have legs if he's a snake? Snakes shouldn't have legs. You're a bad snake, Argent.
It's that comic with Batman and Gordon, where Gordon refuses to turn away from Batman so he can, like, disappear, and he just evaporates in front of him.
Oh. A few days later, Argent was on a ship to Vacuo. As he leaned on the railing, he heard an all too familiar voice. Now that's a surprise. What's my favorite assassin doing here? The man said. Argent turned around and said a muscular human wearing navy blue cargo shorts, black sneakers, and a black t-shirt.
Why?
Said? Saw. You meant saw, right?
I hope.
Hello, Francis, Argent said and answered. You know I can't stay in Vale over the winter. I was hoping to find someone in Vacuo or on the way. He closed his eyes, and when he opened them again, they had turned pitch black, and he looked out into the sea. What are you doing? Francis asked. And why does it have to be this creepy? It's called grim vision, Argent answered. It allows me to see negative emotions, which makes it incredibly easy to find grim. No? No, it's the opposite.
We do not have negative emotions. Like,
They don't have any emotions.
They're emotionless monsters that feed on emotion. His eyes turned back to their normal ice blue color. Can you teach me? Francis asked. No, sorry, Argent answered. Only faunus can learn it because we're not really human, at least to that degree. At least that's what this fanfic is implying. That's kind of unfair, Francis said. You guys have so many cool abilities that you can learn, and we humans are left with nothing, which is really weird that you're the underprivileged class in this society. It'd be really strange if all these people abilities didn't mean that you guys were the superior ones. I know, it's strange, isn't it? Actually, Argent said, well, faunus can learn these abilities faster. We're limited to a handful of abilities. Humans, on the other hand, don't have these limitations and can learn just about any ability. It just takes you longer than us. So you can teach me, Francis said. No, sorry, I don't know how humans can learn these things, Argent answered. Anyway, where's Sophie?
Bitch.
Okay, he's just alright, now he's just bullshit.
Now
with us
it's
now.
starting to sound like an actual
Wait,
bird.
now?
Oh, no, the author. The author is just fucking with us now. Genuinely. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Except
man.
for Weiss,
Okay.
she picked it up in one dream.
Oh, still on Sanus, I think, Francis answered. She went back to her home village, but made it clear that I'm tired of the voices. I can't keep the voices. Made it clear that she didn't plan on coming back. By the way, who are you looking for? Sirena, Argent answered. She went missing right after graduation, and I'd rather find her before she does anything dangerous. What's the worst that can happen? Francis asked. Well, quite a lot, Argent answered, especially considering she is an incredibly skilled tactician and seems to always know when her plans are going to fall apart long before they do, and then she plans accordingly. It's as if she has a second semblance or something.
So what you're...
So she
So let me get
plans
this
and knows
straight.
when her plans are going to fail, so she plans harder. I heard you like your plan. So I put some plans in your plan to make sure you planned it all right.
Well, that is the plan. So they're going to plan around the plan. They're planning around our plan. And they're planning around our plan. This is a joke in Helsing Ultimate Abridged.
I have a plan, Morgan.
This is an average JoJo
Don't doubt it.
episode.
I'm dead on the inside. Oh, we're all okay. I think we're almost to the end here. At least if
That's
this
what she
half.
said.
Oh, Christ. Really, a person with two semblances? Francis asked. Why does your mom let you have two? What's next? Magic?
Yes.
You know what
Easy
she always
about
said
that.
about our kingdom, Argent answered. Besides, there's no proof that magic doesn't exist. The fairy tales had to have their roots somewhere.
Oh.
Okay, that is both really good and really bad reasoning. The fairy
No!
tale stuff is stupid.
No,
but the idea
no.
that magic
That is
might
using a
exist-
negative to
no.
prove a positive.
This is tinfoil hat levels of
You literally did the, oh my god, it's so dumb, it's brilliant. No, it's just dumb.
Yeah, quite literally. No, it's just dumb.
Just dumb.
The only good line from that film. Anyway,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
That's a discussion for a different time.
Moving on.
That was obviously just someone's imagination, Francis said, or maybe some powerful semblance with smart users. Suddenly, the ship's sirens went off and the captain's voice came from the speakers. Dear passengers, we are being approached by pirates, the woman said. Please seek shelter on the lower decks. Any huntsmen and huntresses on board, please prepare for combat. Hors d'oeuvres will be served below. Looks like my time has come, Francis said and pulled a cybernetic monocle from one of his pockets. Excuse me. He opened his backpack and 5 small drones flew out, flying in an outward spiral to locate the enemy vessel. Francis walked around the hull of the ship, and when a large smokescreen appeared, masking the bigger vessel, he extended his right hand towards where his drones had located the ship. He augmented his semblance with incendiary dust and fired a bright orange concussion blast from his palm. As soon as it made contact with the armored steel hull, it exploded into shrapnel and heated up parts of the ship. He shot a longer blast, this time using fire dust, heating up. He wasn't using fire dust before, apparently, heating up the ship even more before shooting an ice dust blast from his left hand. The hull cracked from the massive temperature difference, and the ship filled with water, sinking quickly. Okay.
It just wow. Okay, that's.
He lost me at the monocle.
I don't remember the Titanic being this way.
Don't worry, there was noon on board, Argent said as he walked up to his friend. What do you mean? Francis asked. Niob took care of them a few days ago, Argent explained. The ship had been drifting around ever since? What? But it deployed a smokescreen!
That's very convenient, first of all.
It deployed a smokescreen! How did it know to do that?
Did the fucking ghost crew light the smokescreen?
What was that noise?
He's trying to breathe!
Dying on the inside.
Is Raymond's soul escaping his body?
Save this man. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, so I want to clarify. What you guys heard earlier was me busting a gut. This is me slowly spiraling into madness. That's the sounds you're hearing now. This is me just being like, how did you possibly write this without double checking any of this?
Jesus Christ, he's like suffering 9D psychic damage.
Bold of you to assume he checked anything on this.
Here's mate, absolute madness.
Raymond, you need to like oil your hinges or something. You're squeaking horribly.
It's so beautiful. This last week has been weirdly Animorphs themed with this and chat.
Oh my God.
It really has.
Oh. Whew. Whew.
Oh my God.
All right.
Best art.
She'd been drifting around ever since. Suddenly, Francis got a text on his scroll. He had his drones returned to him and checked his messages. Thank you, the message said, but he didn't recognize the number. Argent looked over his shoulder and gasped when he saw the number that sent the message. Who is that? Francis asked Argent. Sirena, Argent answered. She has prepared this message over a year ago. She arranged for this ship to come here and for you to be here as well so that you would sink the entire thing.
She's been trying to reach them about their car's extended warranty.
Plans within plans.
Actually, fuck off. No.
All according to Keikaku.
What do we got Death Note music?
Is it Keikaku? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Does anyone else smell burnt toast?
Oh my god, we have to get Raymond to a hospital.
How can she know this stuff? Francis asked, a very legitimate question. Also, if she wanted the ship sunk, why didn't she do it herself? Well, international incidents. I don't know how she knew this, Argent answered, but her kingdom's laws forbid sinking ships, so she has to find other ways.
Isn't she the queen? Can't she just like rewrite the laws?
Well, no, you know what? I'd go into how that works, but I'm too fucking tired. Oh, but isn't it the same if she arranges for a ship to sink? Francis asked. Believe me, you do not want to argue about her people's laws with her, Argent answered. The two kept talking for a while, and a crew member got Francis to the captain, who offered him a permanent job as the vessel's personal huntsman.
Yay. What? Cool.
Congratulations, you didn't do jack shit.
Really styling.
You took out a boat void of all people. Congrats, buddy.
All according to Vacuo.
I mean, he was okay while doing it, even if he was a ripoff of like a scene from Bakugan.
All right, that's where we're gonna cut it. We're halfway through the chapter, and I'm fucking reeling.
You can handle.
I think this is as much as he can handle.
No,
There's
this is
still
the
more.
middle. These chapters are long.
Long like a.
Oh my god.
Longer than Lily's.
And we're still not at the Yang part yet.
No. You see, the thing is, I think Lily's might still be longer, or at least they feel longer.
Yeah, they feel longer.
I was gonna
These
say,
both feel long.
If we're going length versus insanity meter, this clearly takes the cake. All right, this is breaking so many rules as we're going along, and I'm excited knowing that there is 96 chapters of this fanfic.
Oh my gosh!
This is
Guys,
this is a fucking gold mine right here.
It really is.
I think by the time we're done with this, Raymond, you're going to be catatonic.
It's a gold mine. It's a diamond mine.
I was gonna say platinum minimum. Compressed insanity. Yes, absolutely. The best way to depict this. This is
also.
It's not quite up there with 40 H's, but man, it could be there. It could get there.
It really could.
It's a real close second.
All we need is just one moment of this author just having some sort of substance, mushrooms or whatever, and then write his fanfic, and then we got 30 H's all over again.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Wait, the author of 30 H's just like took shrooms and then.
Well, no. We're saying that this author needs to take shrooms in order to achieve that level of insanity.
Yes.
And you know what? I fully encourage this so far as they do it in a safe environment and don't hurt anybody.
So you're encouraging kids to do shrooms.
Well, if it's a kid, no.
I don't know how old this author is.
I'm afraid if we do all this at once, Raymond, you're going to be catatonic by
We're
the
not
end.
doing this all at once. I think we're going to cut it off after 10 chapters of this. I don't think I can take, maybe even less than that. I don't know if I could take this much condensed insanity.
I'm imagining Celtic lying on the ground like Bochi, but he's just like glitching out like he's a Spider-Verse character.
I can do both. I can do both.
Also, Raymond, the incendiary dust that's explicitly different from fire dust might be an idea that he borrowed from me, because I specifically have made for my OCs in the past incendiary dust that is orange and acts as grenades as opposed to just fire dust.
Interesting.
I think that's just thermite.
So
no, we know he's stolen from what he's. I know. I guess he took it with permission. The Grim design.
Yeah, I gave him permission for the past one.
Yeah, so we know he's already taken from lightning. We just don't know how much more.
Without his permission.
I mean, technically, that's just thermite.
Well, yeah, but incendiary dust is a very specific thing.
A lot of people have used the fan-made stuff that I made specifically for my OCs as their stuff. Because, like, I have made White Fang OCs with their masks, and I've drawn them, and I've seen other people borrow those masks and use them for their White Fang OCs, and I don't mind.
All right, well, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you all had a good time. Oh...
We got.
I asked someone to clip me going insane in the middle there, but like, I think me laughing for 5 minutes might exceed what you can clip on YouTube.
It needs to be 2 clips.
Ed Stavinsky says, "We're not ready for that divine madness." No, we are not.
No.
Oh man, this is a near revelatory experience, but it's not quite there yet. Oh.
Necronomicon wishes it was this batshit insane.
The team's all coming together. Yes.
We just need the last one, which I'm guessing might be the sister of
I was gonna
Argent
say
that
it's totally
was mentioned earlier.
She's been mentioned a lot now.
Well, you already made Argent Dante. Well, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of female Virgil art out there.
The female version is
He's half snake. Wouldn't Orochimaru make more sense?
No. Because this is funnier.
The female version is Argentina.
I thought it. Did they say Sophie? I think Sophie might have been name dropped. I'm not sure if that's his sister or not.
Oh,
Argent. What was the last name? What was his last name?
Argentina?
No, Argent Knight. Was his last name?
No, Argent Star.
Argent Star. Yeah, because like
Oh.
Lucifer, the night.
Yeah, no.
The last star in the night sky.
Yeah.
Or no, Morning
I thought
Star.
it was
That's his
I thought it was
Yeah,
Argent.
Morning Star.
You know, like that porcupine guy from Ben 10.
It started
What?
when an alien device did what it did. Latched itself upon his wrist with secrets that it did. Now he's got superpowers.
damn
He's
it.
no ordinary kid. He's Ben 10.
Oh, God damn it, Raymond finally lost it.
No, that's
Okay,
a
yeah,
good-
no, I've
that's a
lost it.
banging song.
Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the Patreon so you can jump in here and watch me slowly lose my sanity. Or I guess speed run that at this point, considering.
You get paid to do so.
Yeah.
Zoom.
You guys pay me for my suffering, which is great.
And also healthcare.
And yeah. I'm tired. I'm gonna go rest my brain. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good night.
That's what
Bye-bye.
Bye.